What is happening in Udupi? Rashmi Samant, who you all know, she was the president of Oxford before she was forced to step down, and she then went back victorious and finished her course in Oxford, and is now back in India in her hometown Udupi. And she had raised a question: what is the Karnataka government doing about the three Muslim girls who had secretly used a spy camera to take pictures of college students, girls, Hindus using their toilets? And then they not only did that, they also allegedly shared these pictures with some Muslim boys. What was the action? What was being taken? And guess what the Congress government in Karnataka did? I'm going to tell you about the analysis later, but I'm just going to walk you through a slide deck as to what happened in the last few hours. Here we go. First off, please do like this video because we have done a lot of research and we want to be factual. We want to present data as it is, not add anything beyond what is available. Now, is the pandering of minorities going too far? This is the question that I'm going to answer at the end of this slide deck presentation. Now, Rashmi Samant, was the one who asked this question. Nobody is talking about Alimatul Shaifa, Shabanaz and Alia, who placed cameras in female toilets of their college to record hundreds of unsuspecting Hindu girls. Videos and photos were then circulated in community WhatsApp groups by the perpetrators. Did you check that thing, Karnataka government? Did you take any action? Suspension by college is what the college can do. They should have dismissed them. But isn't this a crime? Isn't this something that the NIA also should be looking at? Suomoto? What happened to Supreme Court? You guys jump in on every other thing. What about this? Why are you keeping quiet? Let's take this thing further. Then what happens? The police comes visiting to her house. What do they want to know? What, to understand where the WhatsApp groups are? You could have asked Rashmi by phone. She would have sent it to you if she had data of that. And you mean to say that you don't have a capacity on your own to do all these things? What is your IT minister doing? Priyank Kharge. As to what he was doing, I'll come to that in 1 second. Just go on. Now, so why did Rashmi tweet about Zubair? Zubair is an illiterate. We all know that. But this person has now got a very big role to play in Karnataka, and I'll come to that in another moment. So what happened was, here he is trying to say, will police Udupi take action against these accounts for amplifying misinformation related to Udupi? There was no misinformation. There was correct information. You don't know how to read Kannada, so you keep quiet. We will tell you what exactly was happening. She is spot on in what she said, and there was nothing wrong. All the government, or I should say all the college has done is they suspended these three girls. Isn't this voyeurism? What are you going to do about it? Why hasn't anyone talked about the actual act and then sharing that thing? Many Hindu girls are contemplating suicide. That is how serious this has become. And what has the government done? I'll tell you what the government has done. This is what the IT minister, Mr. Priyank Kharge, son of Mallikarjun Kharge, says. That he has now appointed, and I'm going to give you a small translation of what is the gist of this article. The police department, which should be doing its work very diligently in trying to sift grain from the chaff, they have appointed a fact checker. And guess who they have appointed? Mr. Mohammed Zubair. So in other words, whatever this rascal will put as a tweet immediately will be taken as Deva Vakya by the IT department of Karnataka, of which Priyank Kharge is the minister, and they'll act on it. Is that what happened in the case of Savant? I would really like to know what really happened. I'm just going to go back to this particular tweet. Rashmi Samant's case. Is this the reason why the Karnataka police came? Come on, guys. These are all just irresponsible comments by Priyank Kharge. Now, why Priyank Kharge is jumping up and down when the other side, Siddharamaiah also is jumping up and down? I'll come to that in just 1 second. Now, this is the tweet Zubair put out saying that Smita Prakash had erred and then action should be taken. This is where he was gaslighting her to try and make her appear like Nupur Sharma. In fact, things are so bad that there is security around Smita Prakash's house. Death and rape threats. Zubair and his sick, dirty cohort still claim, I still don't know or nor do I approve. This is nonsense. The problem is this guy has now been officially appointed as a fact checker for the Karnataka government. That needs to be also pointed out. Stop this nonsense, guys. Stop this nonsense. This has gone too far. Many others have weighed in. Smita Prakash is doing an excellent job. These people, mirchi lagi hai inko, because she's got this very popular podcast, Smita Prakash podcast, and I think that is, really irking them as to why they are doing all these things. Let's come to the crux of the matter. Why is it happening? Well, you saw how Siddharamaiah is trying to get some brownies. Brownies means small points here and there with the first family by suggesting that Sonia Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi should be contesting a Rajya Sabha seat from Karnataka. They can get up to 3 seats in the total of 4 that will fall vacant in April 2024. So, maska maar rahe hain. So, this is one side. On the other side, Mallikarjun Kharge has his ambitions that he shall be the anointed Prime Minister all these are daydreams. That should this in I.N.D. the 4 organization will become the majority, then he shall become the Prime Minister, and therefore he needs to counter that other thing that Siddharamaiah did. Therefore his son puts out all these things. He's an IT minister, and then he appoints Muhammad Zubair. See, all this to pander to the Muslim segment of Karnataka or probably even India to say that, oh, we've got your back. Why? Because NIA has announced 5 lakhs per head on any information leading to the apprehending of the 5 culprits involved in the killing of Ramalingam that happened on February 2nd, 2019. I did a separate podcast on that just a few hours ago, so you can go take a look at that to understand the context there. So right now, some monkey balancing has to be done. That's what the Congress is doing. One, they are doing monkey balancing. So Mallikarjun Kharge probably thinks 2 birds with 1 stone. I can steal the limelight away from Siddharamaiah by having my son say this thing about, we are going to have a very strict view of what digital information is coming. One. Second, I also will pander to the minority saying that, oh, don't worry, that news cycle will be gone. This is what's going to come. For good measure, he also sends the police to go and check at Rashmi Samant's place. These things you should be able to do yourself. By the way, I'm very critical about these things. You know that when the consulate in San Francisco was set on fire, I was after San Francisco PD's ass and the FBI. Finally, they have at least effected 1 arrest. It happened on July 2nd. Today is 24 July. 22 days and just 1 arrest. What happened to the others? Anyway, so there are other wheels within wheels there. But my point here is law and order has to be applied the same. Doesn't matter what your last name is, doesn't matter what your religion is, doesn't matter what your caste is. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.